Good day, Terrarians. PurpleMentat here with episode 14 of my Calamity solo series with a full updated mod pack in the description. After last time's failures on the Slime God, I'm thinking that I might just move on. And one part of doing that was I set myself up a little tiny flat area here to do the Old Ones army and see what new cool stuff that I could get my hands on, because I wanted to see what there was. And I thought it'd be neat. I figured I'd be able to get through with my OP Calamity gear. Can I, like, start you early somehow? No? Okay, that's fine. I should probably stockpile this Ethereum mana, shouldn't I? But yeah, between my OP Calamity gear and having a pretty decent idea of what I'm doing in Dungeon Defenders in general, I expect that this won't be an issue. So I'm thinking that it's possible the Slime God is just not a good option for me right now. Like, I might be better off waiting until after hard mode, because I'm pretty sure I can take the Wall of Flesh and a lot of the initial hard mode monsters and get my hands on some of that early on in hard mode gear to be able to use against the Slime God. So that might not be the right thing to do, but I think it's what I'm going to do. And yeah, but before we do that, I wanted to check out some of the extra content that was currently available to me, such as the Old Ones army, or, well, this little bit of the Old Ones army. And, see if we could get anything that would help us in the meantime. I've also been looking through what's available from Fargo's and a couple of other mods. And I've learned that Fargo's mods actually got some really OP stuff, and that's actually a bit of a problem. Because some of the really OP stuff that Fargo's has, it's just too much, you know? Like, there's no actual balance with anything. So I kind of don't want to use it. For example, at current, the bee enchantment, I believe it is. Where is it? The hive enchantment, maybe? Or if the bee enchantment is just completely nuts broken when you use it with a hornet staff. It will just obliterate anything that comes on screen with an endless amount. Ooh, Dark Mage. Dark Mage never even got to move out of the portal. Almost felt bad for him. Oh no! Oh. So much for that. What do we get? The Blossom? Whoa. That was bright and shiny. The Blossom Flux. Legendary drop. Fires more quickly after Plantera is killed. What the heck is this? Does this come from the Old Ones army? Is this vanilla? I'm looking up the Blossom Flux on the wiki. That's why everyone paused and went quiet. Is this Calamity? Yes. Blossom Flux. It is a legendary bow that has an extremely low chance of being dropped by any enemy and a higher chance of being dropped after Plantera. Okay. That's ridiculous. Look at it. Fires more quickly after Plantera is killed. Right-click to fire a Spore Orb. That explodes, okay, into a cloud of gas spores. What the heck? Still, it's 7 damage. Well, maybe once we hit hard mode, the damage on it will go up? I'm not sure how that works. Gonna have to do some research on legendary weapons at some point. That's interesting. So yeah, that's the Old Ones army. That got me 5 defender medals. It won't get any better until after we kill a mechanical boss in hard mode. And according to the boss list, the first boss of hard mode is Cryogen. But that's not a guarantee, because I'm learning that, especially with like the difficulty difference that I saw between the Desert Scourge and the Eye of Cthulhu, that the boss list is not really calibrated for Revengeance mode. Which I guess I shouldn't be surprised about, but I guess maybe I was hoping that the programmer of Calamity would have set a custom list. I don't know. That might be expecting a lot of interoperability between mods. Wow, I could sell it for a platinum. Honestly, that's tempting. It's a bow. I'm kind of planning on using, like, the magics and stuff. I'm just gonna bank it for now. So yeah, I'm going to go down to the underworld and start clearing out some room very soon here. Before we do that, I wanted to show you some of the kind of weird stuff that we can do using the overloader. As you can see, the overloader will let us spawn a whole bunch of either brains, bees, eyes, truffles, if we, once we do Duke Fish Run, several moon lords at a time, multiple planteras, a gaggle of Skeletron primes, or a flock of Skeletrons, Slime Kings, Twins, and Eater of Worlds. Works on all of them. Let me show you real quick with, like, the eye that could be seen as suspicious. It's kind of fun. Do I got a... Don't I have a easy to find? Uh-oh. I need an altar for this, and I can't get one to buy yet. Looks like I could buy myself another one of these doohickeys. And now that I've done this once, I can actually place this elsewhere. I could only have one of the sentries at a time, but that'll change eventually. But anyway, it gives me one more thing that I can use in various fights. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, though. But that's not what we expect out of monk auras, is it? If you know anything about dungeon defenders. You expect to just do a little bit of damage slowly. If you want damage, you use night. Oh, hey, I can put modifiers on those things. But yeah, that guy is what does the damage. Wait a second. Yeah, let's put those guys away. Find another thing to kill. There we go. And slowly, I mean, they don't do the DPS, but they do the single target damage. The great thing about the ballista is it should pierce through things and hit multiple targets at a time. Yep, see? Like that. Okay, cool. Anyway, now we'll have both of those for the next fight, which will be great! Okay. So, let me go get this crafted into the eye amalgamation. Alright, one eye amalgamation crafted. I think this is the first time I'm showing these, but geez, I just can't be certain anymore. We're going to be using this to summon several Eyes of Cthulhu all in one go. Let's buff up, pull out our 4 dank creepers, and we're off to the races. Look at them all. Oh my lord. This is, like, this has been ridiculous on every test world I've done it on, but I've never done it with the full set of goodies that I have on this character in this exact setup. And I'm so glad that I added the extra damage from the lightning aura to all of this, because every little bit, you know? Like, I'm just holding down the left click on the mythical shadows drop staff. This is ridiculous. I'm not even taking damage. Anyway, the fun part about this is because so many eyes are dying. Wow. There's junk breaking. Like, I'm losing items all over the place. because I can't possibly pick them all up. Oh my god. I really just want the treasure bags. And I guess the trophies, since those stack. I don't even know what the teardrop cleaver is. Or what it's from. I've never seen that before. It must be Calamity. It's dropping fairly regularly, so I can't imagine it's from anything else but Calamity. So yeah, the swarm's been defeated now. The problem with that is that every 400 items, and that includes your hearts and stars, causes the older ones to start despawning. 380 victory shards. We got 95 of the treasure bags, it looks like. That's not bad. I believe 100 of them. Oh, nope, there's all 100. We got all 100 treasure bags. Fantastic. I've definitely had some of those despawn on me before. But, yeah, we're gonna go and turn this all into money now. Because that's the whole point of this. So, honestly, I should use the counter scarf. Oh, I thought this was a material. Nope. Thought wrong. Yeah, I don't get this. I guess it's just a, if you get lucky, you have a neat early weapon. Whatevs. Sell all the things. As you can see, if you're lacking in cash, this is a great way to get even more of it. But in Calamity, you're not likely to be lacking in cash to any significant degree. But still, 40 gold worth of victory shards. Like, I've already gained 5 platinum off of this deal. Yeah. It's, in my opinion, worth your time, even with the extra ridiculousness. I've been farming Skeletron some, by the way, just for cash and fun. I haven't dared to try multiple Skeletrons yet, because one of them still puts me a little at risk every now and then. But yeah, one of the ridiculously overpowered items that you can get comes from doing that to the slime staff. With the Slime King, I mean. I think that I've recently started using the item on my on the multiplayer that I'm a part of now. At about this point, if my times are lined up. As you can probably tell, I ran into a technical difficulty with the vocals at the end of this segment. I basically spent about 5 minutes wembling back and forth and catawamissing over the idea of whether or not to just move on to hard mode, and etc., but the entire section of it gets made irrelevant by the next bit that's about to hit. Alrighty, folks. Small change of plans. We're gonna kill that slime god after all. I did a bit more research, took a stock on what all of the options were that were available to us, and set up some things to make this fight as mechanically simple as I possibly could at the moment. Let's go over everything. For one, built myself the Magna Cannon. This isn't really necessary to the fight, but it does give me that bit more oomph using the space gun, which is made out of the meteorite stuff that we mined the other day. 2, I got myself a Shade Rain staff. This is proving slightly useful, made with the True Shadow scales from the Hive Mind. Some Demonite bars and some Rotten Chunks. I made sure all my accessories were warding again. I double checked all of the accessories that were available. I didn't find anything cool or new that we're not already using. And I don't believe we fought them with the wings last time. I think I hadn't had those yet. Because the separation between last episode and this one is quite a long time in, like, real world for me between recording sessions. I kind of lost the thread a bit. Alright. Another thing that I did is I put together the grand design, which we already had all the bits for. Grand design simply requires that multicolor wrench we made, 60 wire, a ruler, which you can buy, and a mechanical lens, which you can buy. And it combines the effects of all of them. You can set whether you have your mechanical display on at all times or only when you're holding the design in your hand. You can set the brightness of actuators, the 4 different colors of wire, and whether the ruler is on or off. And you don't even need to stop and open your inventory to do any of that. So this is going to pretty much take up a permanent slot in either my inventory or my bank at this point. And using the grand design is amazing. You can right-click it like the wrench to set whether you're putting down red, blue, yellow, or green, I might have those backwards, wires or actuators, or whether you're picking them up. And for example, if I'm putting down red wire, I right-click again to make it go away, or left-click somewhere, I can now click and drag to draw the right angle of the wire. Say I made a mistake and I don't actually want it there, I can click and drag over it, and it goes straight back into my inventory. This item is amazing. I don't know exactly when it was added. It's definitely a vanilla item, though. But I imagine it was part of the big wire update that happened between the last time I seriously played and now. Anyway, making use of the grand design, we ran some wire through slime statues that are sitting in lava attached to a 1-second timer. Now, every second, each one of these statues is going to spawn a slime, and that slime is going to die almost immediately, generating near infinite amounts of gel and the occasional slime staff, and that's it. But the other important thing is that these are going to generate hearts and stars at an extraordinarily fast rate. We just have to deal with the spawning and dying slime noise the entire time that we're going to be fighting, but it's usually a little loud during fight time anyway. So whatever. Oh look, another slime staff. You can only have a certain number of creatures at a time. I believe it's 3 right next to each other, and 6 spread out a bit. So that's why I've got them spaced out the way I do. And you can also, if you don't have easy access to lots of slime statues, make use of crab statues, or I don't actually want to use the slime staff. Crab statues, piranha statues, basically anything with really low hit points that'll die very easily. And the idea is that once you've taken some damage, when they die, they'll drop the hearts for you. You're generating lots of mob death near you, so you're generating lots of extra hit points and mana. The ultimate goal would be to set it up with, I'd say, 3 crab, 3 slime, and 3 piranha, probably, is the next good low HP one. Maybe there's I think there's a jellyfish statue that spawns blue jellyfish. I'd have to go look. Part of what makes this easy in the mod is one mod or another, I have no idea which, allows you to craft the various functional statues at the cost of 100 stone and an item related to the function. For example, the blood zombie you can do with a blood zombie banner, the Medusa with a Medusa banner, the skeleton with a skeleton banner, the slime statue with a blue slime banner. Well, we've killed an awful lot of blue slimes over the course of this playthrough, easily enough for me to craft all of the slime statues I needed. Hey, you know, bats would work. Crabs. You don't want to use the chest statue. That spawns mimics. That's going to take a little while to die. And you can't use bunnies or buggies or frogs. 5 bugs. I can make a buggy statue. Can I actually use that as a bait farm? I have to try. Anyway, none of the critters will work because they don't drop anything when they die. But the old creature statues, like the slime and the crab, those do. Anything that's an enemy that can attack you. Now, we do have a couple of other things going for us that we did not last time. I have picked up the Yaram's Stimulants. Now, these are a Calamity potion. Gives a decent buff to all offensive and defensive stats with a 30-minute duration. and they require a Titan Potion, a Magic Power Potion, an Archery Potion, Swiftness, Iron Skin, and Endurance Potion. The most challenging out of those is probably the Titan Potion, because you need bones to make them, along with Deathweed. But it's not a big deal when you have the Alchemist NPC mod and you can just buy an infinite amount of all of these. The other annoying one is potentially the Magic Power, because you need Fallen Star and more Deathweed. The Archery Potion's pretty simple. It's just, you know, a lens and a Daybloom. The Endurance Potion's only annoying because you have to fish for your Armored Cave Fish. But you're probably going to be running all of these potions anyway. In fact, the effects seem to stack with Regen, Iron Skin, Endurance, Swiftness, Thorns, and Heart Reach potions. I'm using all of those, plus the Yarm Stimulants, plus the Summoner combination, which gives me the effects of Battle, Summoning, and Bewitched potions, plus the Mage combination, which is a single buff that gives me Magic Power, Mana Regen, Wrath, and Rage. And I'm thinking that I could possibly even stack the Wrath and Rage potions on top of this, because it, as I said, it appears as its own single magic combination buff. So we're definitely getting a bit of a power boost thanks to Alchemist NPC, allowing us to easily get our hands on an infinite amount of potions, and to combine a whole bunch of buffs into combinations like this and stack some stuff up a little bit. However, you have access to almost the same level of power just by making sure you get your potion farm going and making sure that you keep on top of all of the fishing and etc. that you need to do to keep yourself stocked on potions. It's just not quite as convenient as being able to farm 50 platinum from one amalgamation and then buy all of the potions you could possibly need. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to change the mini-map mode so it's in this display, and we're going to tone the, yeah, there we go. We're tone the transparency down slightly so we can see where we are, and we'll be able to easily see where the slime is in relation to us. All of our buffs are up. All of our minions are out. We're going to throw down a sentry just for good measure. It's probably not going to get to accomplish much, but it'll exist. That's something. And we're going to head over to the right-hand most slimes to turn on the system. Click. Alright. Wish me luck, folks. I think that this is going to go just fine this time. All we need to do is not get hit by that guy and not let ourselves become a major... There we go. Whew. You see, the big problem that I'm running into, that I kept running into with this fight, was getting locked into place. So this new arena I built is clearly far more effective. Having all 4 of the slimes and having them do so much more damage is helping a lot too. Oh good, we're down to just him now. And being able to see him where he is when he's off screen and coming for me, that helps a lot. Having a easy exit. Crap, I've got distortion. And that might not, I might not ever be able to get rid of it. Ah, I can't dodge easily because of... There. Alright. Now I need to get to the slimes. There. There you go. See? Full heal. And restore mana. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Slime God goes down. So yeah, it's just a matter of finding the right combination of effects to be able to handle the damage output you need to do and the damage output that's coming in. And that will let you take out. So, you know, I grabbed the ballista and I never actually put it down, did I? Sigh. So organized. So good at this. One of these days I'm going to actually, like, do a set of Terraria videos that are focused purely on how to overcome various challenges with as little mechanical skill as possible, like being terrible at dodging and stuff, and focused entirely on just exploiting the heck out of all of the options you have to make the game easier. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would like to see, where I just focus as hard as possible on abusing every facet of the game, more so than I already do. Alright, let's see what we got from the Slime God. Woo! Lots of good stuff. We got the Forceful Overloaded Blaster. What the crap? It's like a gel shotgun that covers half of a screen. That's beautiful and hilarious. The Mana Overloaded increases max mana by 50 and magic damage by 10%. Life regen lowered by 3 if mana is above 50%, and magic healing if mana is below 5%. And it's a material used for the Apprentice's Essence. Interesting. Very interesting. We got the Eldritch Home. Creates Eldritch Tentacles to spear your... that's adorable. Look, it makes them all, like, bloody awful. The Abyssal Tome casts a slow-moving ball of dark energy. Seems to pierce the first target and explode on the second target. Yep. Not the neatest, not the best thing in the world, but it's decent. And we got new summons. Our choice of Crim Slime or Koro Slime. Well, I prefer the Koro Slime, honestly. But let's get rid of you and call in our Koro Slimes. Oh my god, they're adorable. Look at them. Look at the evil little guys. Alright, let's see how well these Koros... Oh, you know what? We also got 46 Purified Gel, which is the part that we should really be excited about, because that lets us start making the Statagel armor. Let's see. The armor's 8. The hat is 5. And the pants are 6. So I'm going to go get this made. And we're going to go kill the Slime God again with our shiny new gear. Alright, I've got my shiny new slime gear on, and that brings me up to a total defense of 71 now. That's quite a significant improvement. I think I'm up like 5 or something. Happy about that. I've got a mini slime minion fighting for me now. An extra max minion. Type of mini slime depends on the what world evil you have. Neat. Apparently my minions get bonus damage and movement as my health gets lower. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, since minion... stats tend to be, like, fixed upon summon, basically. We'll find out. Alright, right over the middle-ish here. That ballista up. We've got all of our slimes out. No, we don't. There. Now we have all of our slimes out. We've got our Eldritch Tome ready to do some damage for us. And, yeah. Let's go. Oh, nope. That was a bad time. That was a bad time. Wow, look at him go down this time. Oh, yeah. What a difference that makes. I guess this really was just a case of get good for the most part, huh? They're having no luck targeting that thing. But that's what I get for sending slimes against a flying creature. They're trying. Really, I need to, like, lock myself in place and heal. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, this ain't working at all. These summons basically can't damage this guy. Well, hopefully this way he'll be taking some damage every time he comes through. Yep, that's the better way. Okay, good. If you're good about it, you can actually take out the stop the slime god from hurting you by making use of the invincibility frames from the warding shield of Cthulhu. Try not to make use of that sort of strategy, though. Doesn't look like we got anything new or extra. Anyway, yeah, slime god down. That's the final pre-hard mode boss that isn't a wall of flesh. So I guess next time we know what we're doing. We are getting our final preparation on for hard mode is what we're doing. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, folks, and the surprise turnaround halfway through. Oh, dear. This place is full of awful. If you have, leave me a thumbs up. Tell me what you liked. If you have not, leave me a thumbs down. Tell me what you'd like to see me do better. Either way, you want to see more of this series in the future, please click subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Man, I just, like, don't hit him with that, do I? That's okay. That's what the Shade Rain staff is for. Oh god. Oh god. Why? Why? Ugh. I hate this distortion debuff. Just want to drop to the ground, please. Thank you. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, these slimes are great until you need to, you know, hit something specific. Ow. Endless mana! Just die already. Jeez. There. Thank you. See you next time.